All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Liberty Stream. Brand new debut pilot that we're going to try. This is going to be Cooking with Liberty, or Cooking with Fires. Haven't decided the name yet. Essentially, what are we doing? So, I used to work in a restaurant. I like cooking. I like doing it a lot. I showed a couple people like photos of my Green Chef meals, and I decided why not do it on stream so you guys can kind of see what I do anytime I get one of these recipes, and kind of go from there. So that's kind of the idea. So this is brand new. This is something I'm trying out today. So definitely treat this like a pilot. So if you guys are listening in on me, definitely a lot of things I need. One, I need feedback. I want to know how the lighting is. I want to know how the sound is. I want to know, can you not see something? Can you see something? I'm going to go back and reread all the comments. I'm going to watch the video stream itself later. But ultimately, I just want to see what I can do to make this better and just go from there. So that's the idea. That's what we're going with. First thing that I'm probably going to try to do on this is probably add some music in, but really what I want to focus on today is the lighting, the sound, the cameras, so you guys can really see kind of what I'm doing. So what we're doing, okay, so we're cooking Cajun spice shrimp with some homemade cheesy biscuits, collard greens, and a bell pepper. And first thing I always do, open up my Green Chef bag, and I make sure I have everything I need. So shrimp, check, got that, boop. We got the collard greens over there. Let's see, this is sharp cheddar, so that's on the list. That's my egg that I'm going to use in order to make biscuits. That's a lot of almond flour. That's more than I would think I would make in order to make biscuits, but oh well. Celery, so that'll be vegetable. Bell pepper is already cut in half, cool. And Cajun spice blend. I kind of wish they told me what was in these blends, but that's kind of how they get you in order to make sure that you don't just copy the recipes all the time. And then some baking powder, so that's also going to be in my thing. I always keep the bag near me, just so I can like put trash and stuff in there, so I'm going to put that off to the side here. Okay. I looked at the directions earlier. It definitely wants me to like prep the veggies first and then start making the biscuits. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start making the biscuits first. So actually, let me run over, preheat my oven. Bam, oven is preheated to 325. And while we do that, we're going to start working on this. All right, so I need a bowl and I need some eggs. Huevos. This is where prep earlier might have been good. Alright, so I've got my bowl, got that, got my egg. We're just going to crack it and whisk it right in. Boop. Alright. And then whisk. You don't need an actual whisk whenever you're doing stuff like this. You just need like a good fork. Yeah. There we go. We got that all nice and mixed in there. And olive oil, just 3 tablespoons, so that's good. I probably should have actually measured it since this is baking, and baking is a lot more of a science where everything needs to be perfect, but I don't know. We're gonna try it, we're gonna go from there. My advice to people who are trying to learn to cook for the first time is don't get hooked up on making sure everything's exact. The simple fact is, even if you make something the exact same way over and over and over again, it's still going to be different. Yeah, this is where I needed a bigger bowl. Definitely a biscuit dough flavor. gets too clumpy, I'll add some more olive oil. I might do that now. This looks good. Sharp cheddar cheese. Make sure to form a stiff, cohesive dough. It is definitely stiff and cohesive and a dough. Cheddar, and it wanted me to add some salt. That looks like butter. Yep. Add another stir. Yep. Bigger bowl next time. Alright. Now let me go get my pan. I'm going to foil my pan, spray it down so things don't stick. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my hands dirty. Make sure this is all mixed up the way I want it. Alright, and I want to make some dough balls. You can always add more to the dough later. It's more important just kind of get started. Also feel weird because I don't have my towel. Usually I have a kitchen towel with me. So I'm using paper towels today. This one looks like it's going to be gigantic. Yeah, so we're just going to take a little bit from here, add that there. Someone's trying to get away from me, so we're going to add it back. Add that. Over here. That looks good. Alright, we're going to put that in the oven once the oven's preheated. I'll rinse my hands off. Alright, so that's the biscuits that we're making. Put those over here for now. And now we're going to follow the rest of the recipe. Now we're going to do some vegetable prep. We're going to go attack these collard greens. Collard greens a quick view. They look good. Ever see anything on them that you're like, I don't know if I want to eat that? Probably just give it a quick rinse. You look good though. Alright. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the center stem off. So I just get my knife. I just cut it down this way. I'm going to keep the stems for another part here in a moment. Really don't cut it in half. lettuce later. Lettuce, collard greens later. That's getting ahead of ourselves. Just want to focus on the task at hand, which is removing the center stems from these collard greens. Don't worry if you make any mistakes. It's kind of like Bob Ross, happy little accidents. You're not cooking for a diplomat or something like that. You're just cooking for yourself at home, maybe a loved one. Cool, all right. I'm gonna put these over here for a moment. I'm gonna slice these stems. I'm gonna do one at a time because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it yet. That's my oven. It's preheated, so I'm going to finish this. Yeah. It looks like I'm just making a stir fry later. Doing a slight rocking motion with the knife, gripping it by the blade. Alright, so now that I cut it, this is where I test myself. See if I can't find it. Because I'm a super nerd, I ended up actually getting a measurement ruler. So this is supposed to be 1/4 inch pieces. And actually, I've been doing them about 1/2 inch. Which is okay. Just something for me to know next time. So actually I can start cutting them in half. Like this one's probably more what I was supposed to be doing. Yeah, still about 1/2 inch. Yeah, so now I know going forward the way I'm cooking that I'm cutting them a little bit larger, so when there's something else for me to cook later, I can do it. Good day. Where is this going later? These are going to be cooked by themselves in a hot pan, so let me get... All right. Putting the biscuits in the oven. Before I forget. Setting the timer for 15 minutes. These in my Tupperware container, just for storage. They're not going to go in the fridge or anything. They don't need to. I just kind of want them out of the way, collected, not on my cutting board, so I can use my cutting board for other things. All right. So now we're going to roll up these leaves. Try to roll them up. I'm not very good at this part of cooking. Really looking forward to cooking them in ribbons. Actually, I probably would have cut them that way more. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how they want me to do this. Stack leaves and roll into a large cigar. Because I can cut that way, and I would get my ribbons I'm kind of looking for. I don't think I want to cut them this way. Maybe I do. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, it looks like ribbons. That looks like what they wanted me to do. Cool. cut the green pepper lengthwise and make strips out of it. So I'm going to wipe my blade off real quick. Lengthwise into about 1/4 inch strips. Cut them in half. Great. That's my bell peppers and the strips. Now I gotta see what they want me to do with the celery. Cut them at an angle? What? What is this angle? About 4 1/4 inch pieces again. Angle my cuts are changing, which is not good if I was cooking for a restaurant, because you want everything to be consistent. Having consistent cuts, having consistent shapes and sizes to everything will make everything cook properly. And if everything's cooking the same, then you don't have to worry about overheating, overcooking anything going forward from there. Okay. So we got all that done. We formed the biscuits. We're putting the biscuits in the oven. That's done. Now it wants me to saute the vegetables and everything. We'll get to that in a minute because I'm gonna have to move my camera work and everything over. So now what we're gonna do is season the shrimp. That's the shrimp. It's in a bag. Has some liquid on it. So I need to go rinse the shrimp real quick. My sink is not very good though, but. We're going to learn from our mistake. Actually get a bowl this time. Alright. I'm going to go over here. I'm rinsing the shrimp out real fast. Just trying to get it so it's not as slimy. Put it back in here. And this is where I get my paper towels. Put some paper towels in the bag. Get rid of that because we don't need it. We're going to let the shrimp rest here. Not sure if you guys can see that actually. Pat it dry. Get some of that excess liquid off. Thank you, Anthony 303 for the lurk. Much appreciated. How you doing today on this Sunday of Sundays? Yeah, thank you for all your support you provide. And if you have any comments or suggestions on the stream, let me know. This is my first time trying to do it. All right, got my shrimp, putting it in the bowl. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Again, we clean up after ourselves, so we don't have to clean up later. Now what do you want me to do? Drizzle some olive oil in there. Yeah. Drizzled olive oil. Some salt. And a little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. And then the rest of this. Cool. And give it a little bit of toss. And then if you're not a fan of like spice or whatever, don't use all of that Cajun spice mix, obviously. Kind of do it to taste, do what you think. And shrimp is so good, like I don't even think you would need to use a spice mix if you want. Alright, so that's done. Yeah. Alright, and that's all the prep work we gotta do. So that's gonna be the end of part 1. Now I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna move my camera and everything over to where my oven is. And then we'll start cooking these vegetables and start cooking the shrimp. So thank you guys for joining me so far. Give me a quick 2 minutes to set everything up and then we'll be right there. Alright, talk to you guys in a minute. Microphone. Alright, thank you ladies and gentlemen for joining me after that short break. We're back and we're going to go now do the cooking part of this Cajun spice shrimp. First thing we're going to do, we'll grab my olive oil from over here. We're going to cook the vegetables first, get those started. Get it on medium heat. Add some olive oil in there. Let that heat up and cook. And I'm going to kind of just review over what I need to do. Which again, it's going to be putting in the collard green stems first. Let those cook. They're going to take a little bit while longer. Add the bell pepper, add the celery, salt, pepper, collard greens. Those should be good to go. And then with the shrimp, it should just be put the shrimp in the pan and call it a day. Yep. Yeah, so once we get these started, then we'll start on the shrimp. And hopefully they'll all be done by the same time. We've got 3 minutes before the biscuits are going to be done, so they're going to get done first, which is fine. We can first check to make sure they're good. I don't have any toothpicks. So we're gonna have to use the knife method in order to kind of stick through the biscuit and then take them out. If they come out clean, then we know they're good. And I'm gonna have to move my camera in order to open up my oven. I just realized. Great. That's why it is a pilot. All right. So oven episodes are gonna be a problem. Yeah. You can also just zoom out, I guess. Yeah. Extension cords for USB cables. That's kind of what's important. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm kind of just waiting for this pan to heat up. Which I should have probably done earlier. We'll wait. Yeah, so once again, what we're kind of doing, this is the first time we're doing cooking with fires. And we're just going through one of the Green Chef meals, showing you guys how I cook one of the Green Chef meals, and then after it's kind of done, you guys can either decide to do it yourselves or go from there. Probably what I'll do is each week pick one of the Green Chef meals that I'm going to plan on cooking, let you guys know about it in advance, and that way you guys can follow along if you want. It's kind of the idea. I don't know. Let me know if that kind of makes sense, or let me know if you guys just want to be surprised. Like, I pick one of the Green Chef meals and go from there. Probably do at least one of these a week, maybe two. If I have a weekend where I'm free, like at Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably do two. If not, then I'll just do one, which will be either a Saturday or Sunday night kind of going for. So, all right. So oil looks like it's getting hot, so we're gonna put the collard green stems in there. It can be a little bit hotter. So, oop. From there. And the next part is going to be my bell peppers and my celery. So we're going to give that 2 minutes in order to cook. Once that's good for 2, then we're going to start the shrimp. And then it'll just be a lot of me cooking over on the oven. I'm going to get ready. I have biscuits coming out of the oven. I don't want to turn the oven off, just in case they got to go back in. I'm going to get my knife ready. Give these a little toss. And then from there, so this is kind of how the biscuits look. I think I can use a little bit more color on them. Yeah, I don't think they're done. Well, they're a little bit. Yep, okay, so they're definitely done. I would like a little bit more color on them though. So I think I'm going to put them back in, put them in for another 2, and then we'll be good. Those collard green stems, they're definitely cooking. That's some olive oil over here on this pan. This is going to be my shrimp. Get that to medium. Here, I'm going to add the bell peppers that I cut up earlier. I don't like that one. I want to cut that one a little bit thinner. And we're adding celery as well. Do a quick stir. And that's going to go on for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to add some pepper. Or that's salt. This is pepper. Give that a quick stir. here. See how the little oil's doing? Soon to be done. Just gonna space all the vegetables out. That way they're all cooking kind of evenly. Alright, so we're gonna set the timer off. I'm gonna set the oven off. Those biscuits are done. Now we're going to add collard green leaves in here. I'm just going to let those wilt a little bit. Once they start wilting, they'll be good to go. Clean my area. Now, on to the good stuff. Check my pan one more time, make sure it's hot. Got some heat coming off it. And put the shrimp right in. I kind of like it whenever it sizzles, so I probably should have let it heat up a little bit longer. But oh well. It's a happy little accident. Spread it out. That's spread out. Right here, make sure nothing's sticking because it's kind of dry at the bottom. Probably good for about another minute. Yeah, so lessons learned for next time. Once it's 1/4 of an inch, I'm really cutting them at 1/2 inches, so do a little bit less than what I would do. And let the pans get a little bit hotter next time, because I'm probably just rushing it. I don't know if it's because I'm on camera. Yeah, that'd be work for me. No, I'm not going to say that. I think I always kind of rush it because I'm hungry. That's really what it is. I am hungry. I didn't get lunch today. I got my hair cut. And that's kind of it. So that's good. Put that over there. So it stays warm a little bit. While I'm thinking about it, let me rescue the biscuits. Camera again. Yeah, that looks a lot better color. I think what would be really good here, if I had to second guess myself, is like putting a little bit of butter on them. Then it would have probably added a little bit more color to it. We'll let this go. Groovy. Probably gonna get some tongs, yeah. Get some tongs, flip them over, see how they look on the other side. Some of them look like they might need some more time, so. Bigger pan there too, to be honest. That's really it as far as Cajun spice shrimp. That's what it's supposed to look like. We'll see how it turns out on my side. Another view over here. Yep. Homemade cheesy biscuits, sauteed collards with bell peppers. This is a keto meal, so doesn't have a lot of carbs in it. And if anyone's interested in trying out Green Chef, let me know. I can send you a code. And see kind of what goes on from there. Let that shrimp go for about another minute. And I'm going to give it a stir. What else do I got going on this week? Garlic paprika strip steak is also on my to-do list. Roasted red curry chicken. That's the one I was thinking about doing today. But for me, I want to make sure I get the shrimp out of here. Just because I know shrimp goes, all seafood kind of goes bad a lot faster than the other items. So, oh, shrimp right away. I'm going to put it right back in. No one gets away. Still some dark spots on there, so they're not done. Probably give it another minute. Another minute. Probably another 2, actually, to be honest. Kind of looking for spots that are gray. So if I can't flip them over again, they cook a little bit faster. This is normally where I'm doing dishes and stuff, cleaning up my kitchen. Figure that's going to be kind of gross to do on stream, so I'm not going to do that, so you'll probably get me doing little dances. This would be great whenever there's music playing, but we'll figure that out later. I got a Spotify account, so I think I just got to set up for that. Maybe do chat jukebox or something like that. Yeah, those are done. They definitely look done if they're not done. All right, so now we go to the plating part. Let's split this up. All right, so biscuits, greens, and the shrimp. So how are we going to do it? I'm gonna go get my pan or my plate. Oh, I don't have any plates out there in the back. It's kind of the way I think I would plate it. Get some greens, put the greens on top, we're on the bottom. Spread them out, make a nice little bed, kind of. And we're going to come over here, add the shrimp to it. Pick up one of the biscuits. Boop. Just like that. Cool, and that's it. So I'm gonna go over here, take a photo of it. So I need to go get my battery pack. And I'm gonna try it with you guys on stream. Give me a quick moment. A lot of people see my photos, but they don't actually see me cooking it. So hopefully you guys can see what the before and after is now. Perfect. And this is now kind of where I need a close-up view of the face. So, all right. Shrimp. Oh, the shrimps are great. Not a lot of spice. I say not a lot of spice because they kind of just starts hitting. Yeah, I want to call them very spicy. There's definitely a kick there, very peppery, but they're not hot. The greens are good. Probably could have put them in for a little while longer. A little bit too much pepper on that, I think. I'm really curious about this biscuit, actually. Oh, that smells great. Don't know if you can smell that. Yeah, these biscuits are good. Yeah, this is a good meal. Yeah, this is definitely one of the better meals. Yeah, that's a 5-star meal. Cool. So obviously, I don't think you guys want to watch me eat it all day, so we're going to end the stream there. Thank you, Anthony303, for the lurk. Thank you for all the other lurkers out there for the chat. If you have any feedback for me, send me a message. Let me know, because obviously this is the first attempt at this. I'm just trying to go from there. I'm looking at my laptop more. I need to look at you guys. Yeah, obviously I want feedback. Give me as much feedback as you can. Let me know about the lighting. Let me know about the camera angles. Let me know about the sound. Just go from there. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see next time. Maybe some tips. Maybe you could do a cooking stream. You can let me know. Yeah, and go from there. So, and then I'm going to watch this later and see what we can do next time. So, all right. Thank you guys, everybody. Have a good night. Bye. Why is that out there? It's supposed to be stream ending soon. Well, that's fun. Because I'm still in studio mode. Boop.